Just a little bit of technical complexity involved in the dangerous demos. Right, let's very quickly whiz through the batting order. So first up is going to be Scott Murawski. Where are you, Scott? Would you like to get up and man your position in position number 1? Second up is going to be Sean. Sean McCord. Is Sean in the house? Would you like to take to the other podium? If you need assistance in getting connected, somebody will come and help plug you in. After those two, the batting order after that is Steve Lazaridis from Phonism. Is he in the house? Or has he done a runner? I have a horrible feeling that Steve may have done a runner. That's our first runner. If you don't turn up, you just get named.
Audio?
He's not here. Well, he's done a runner then.
So I'll be on the
Okay, so next up will be Joran Vinzenz from Sipgate. Joran. So you're next on this podium after Scott. After that, Miguel Torres, from all the way from Mexico. Oh yes, you're there, still coding. That's what we like to see. I love that. After that, James Finstrom, who's going to be doing something incredibly dangerous. Where are you, James? Okay, like a coiled spring ready to do something. Good. Then, one of my favorites, David. Where's David? Yeah, he's squeaking over there. Good. Then a very, very clever audio demo from Anish. Anish, yeah, you're there. Great. I feel compelled that we ought to find you a white coat, actually, for your demo, Anish, because it's so clever. Okay, and then we have Torrey Searle. Torrey, yes, a man who can always be relied upon to do something completely outrageous. Then another cracking demo, Sylvain Boilly, all the way from France. Sylvain, well, I know you're going to love Sylvain's one. It's lots of audience participation and lots of danger in that. And then Anthony Milasala. He's undoubtedly still coding somewhere. And we've also, is Matt Fredrickson and his dangerous team lurking around somewhere? They said they were going to do something, but if they didn't, we'd just shame them. Yeah, we put them right at the back just in case. But knowing Matt, he'll probably burst in at the last moment and say, right, we're ready to go. So, okay. Okay, the format here, the demonstrations, each one will be precisely 3 minutes, unless we feel really, well, we just want to see how it's going to turn out. If it's a big disaster, then we'll probably cut you off at 3 minutes. But under exceptional circumstances, you may be allowed to go on a little bit further. You've introduced the judges? I did. You did. And then we've got about 1 minute for a changeover. And then we'll go on and just cycle right the way through. So the first contender is Mr. Scott Murawski, a man who knows no fear indeed.
Just one thing before you do that. Are you going to pre-brief people about the audience vote to tell them that they will get a vote?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, David, for that. Just to remind you, everybody, there will be an audience vote. So you will need your phones available. Be aware that there are mechanisms in the works to stop people sending bulk SMSs. This has been known to occur at AstriCon in dangerous demos. And in fact, the last one we did at ClueCon, we something like 75% of the votes were thrown out because they came from bulk SMS places. But so you have to send send your votes from your proper cell phone in this room, okay? Otherwise, they will, and you're only allowed to vote once. If you change your vote, then it will change it on the system. But more of that later from my dangerous compatriot. I think we're ready to go. Judges, are we ready to go?
We're always ready.
Okay. Mr. Timer Man at the back, are we ready to trigger the timer? Who's...
The timer's on.
Oh, it started already. So, Scott, you've got 3 minutes, starting now.
Hello, AstriCon. Hey, hello. Yeah, so my name is Scott Morawski from IntelliSoft.net. And so we like to do phone systems and circus. Yes. So it'll be an exciting, dangerous demo. Yeah, so here's the signal. You could dial in to the number there. So that's a conference bridge. So that conference bridge is running on this Raspberry Pi right over there.
Dial in now.
Dial in
Get
now.
your
and then-
phones out. Get dialing.
Calling on that real life number, 646-849-5757. Looks like there's some activity already.
Yep, so we have some activity.
So hopefully you're on an Asterisk conference bridge.
Oh, yeah.
The number is 646-849-5757.
Oh, busy?
So hopefully we've got some people on there now. How many people have we got on there?
12 active calls.
Well, there's a number of calls going.
Well, perhaps we've maxed out the... Anyway,
Yeah, it could be back
going.
there. Okay,
keep
yeah. Okay, so now that there's people on the conference bridge, we get to the dangerous part. So I will be unplugging the video. There we go. I'll be grabbing this roll of tape and this beanbag. And the idea is to have the live conference call going while juggling.
A juggled Asterisk server.
So who's on the conference? Can you just confirm that the conference bridge is still live?
Yeah,
Whilst-
there's John Kinniston over there is on the...
Yeah, so
on the
we like
conference.
to, considering I still have time left, we're going to amp up the difficulty, and we're going to go for 4. You know, we can't go fire because like it'll melt.
Okay. He didn't drop it just yet.
And there we are, the
So-
world first, I think. That's
Yeah,
the
and
first time a conference call has ever been juggled whilst live.
So now we're going to go for 5.
Oh, no!
You've got 29 seconds to go for 5.
Right, how many seconds?
25 seconds now. Hooray!
Well done, Scott.
So
and
I did drop it. So the question is, are people still on the conference bridge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have 2 people. Excellent. Massive round of applause for that.
Craig! And a good one to start off. The first,
And well within time.
First dangerous demo. So now we go, next on this side is going to be Joran, Sipgate Joran. Do you want to come up and get plugged up? Yep. On that side. Okay. All right, so we go from the ridiculous to the sublime. So after the frenzy of the first demo, we've got Sean, and Sean is going to show us scaling Asterisk within Kubernetes under voice control, and this is wonderful. So let's start the clock.
So this time I figured I'd give you a little bit of structure here of what we're actually looking at. We have a Kubernetes cluster running a number of pieces. We have the Camellia running as a daemon set on multiple nodes. We have Asterisk running as a scalable deployment, the audio socket application running as a scalable deployment, and NATS running as a single instance deployment for the ARI proxying. We are going to be making a call in, and we take in through Camellia through to Asterisk. That's over SIP and RTP. Then we make an audio socket connection to our app, and the app then takes gRPC connections to Google's speech recognition, Google text-to-speech, and the Kubernetes API server. So audio socket, we take from an initial packet with the call ID. We go to send a whole bunch of signed linear audio. We receive a whole bunch of signed linear audio, and then we send a hangout. And so that is the process. Hopefully, we will see it go. So we call in.
Calling in on the secret number.
Hello, how may I help you?
Please scale the asterisk to 3 instances.
Asterisk has been scaled to 3 instances.
So we see up here on the upper left corner, we see the 3 asterisks. We see Camilio has been updated in the lower left-hand corner with the dispatchers list, and everything else happy and no errors. So we'll try and up the ante a bit.
How may I help you?
Scale asterisk to 8 instances, please.
Asterisk has been scaled to 8 instances.
So there we have 8. And let's see if we can go to 9.
Hello, how may I help you?
Please scale asterisk to 9 instances.
That's what's dangerous about it.
Hello, how may I help you?
Please scale asterisk to 9 instances.
Asterisk has been scaled to 9 instances.
10 seconds.
And maybe we'll eventually get them. They are coming up.
Yeah, we're over time, but an excellent demonstration. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. So, Miguel, would you like to make your way up to that side? Joran, you're going to... I'm just looking at my list here.
Hello.
The title here says, no idea, but he says that it's good.
Yeah, sure.
Did you tell me what you're going to do? You didn't, did you?
So I tried to make a basic call, I guess.
A what call?
Yeah, so A calls B stuff, Alice calls Bob, you know.
That
Sounds like Joran's going to attempt a
yeah,
phone
that doesn't
call.
sound particularly dangerous.
Yeah, you have to recognize that on 2 days ago, 2 days ago, it was not possible at all to make a call through that stuff I did.
Okay.
Let's let him kick off, James. Let the man
let's
defend
kick off.
himself.
So, Mr. Timer, would you like to start the clock? Joran, you're on.
So it's about having an Asterisk 16 with ARI. There is an ARI proxy which I will start shortly, connected to a Kafka. From the Kafka there is a call controller connecting to the Kafka, getting all the events, making the basic call work, and all this stuff is done by the by the call controller. And hopefully we will have audio and both calls up and running, and hopefully the buy is going through. So the dial plan is just a one-liner to have Stasis app. There isn't anything left there. So I start the ARI proxy, which never done a basic call before, beside of my testing. Now we have the call controller running in my IDE, so we're starting that up as well. Hope it works. Looks good so far. Now we have 2 clients. Just to be sure, I re-register this one. This is now, hopefully. I think it's working.
I think we just joined Acoustic Shock Club.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. So the basic call worked. We see here it's another consumer from the Kafka, which consumes all the events coming in. So we could do other stuff with that. And here in our basic, in the call controller, we see all the events coming in, including stack trace stuff. But yeah, it worked the first time.
We may need a new category, James.
Yeah, what category is that? The totally unfathomable.
Yeah, it's basically a dial command, right?
Yeah, the incredibly clever but totally incomprehensible category. Yeah, well, that was quite good. So next on...
Thank you very much. Did Joran get a round of
Thank
applause?
you, Joran. That was
What?
good.
What?
Yeah, round of applause for Joran. Go on, yay! So next up on the
Can we reset
stage
the clock,
will be
please?
James Finstrom. Make your way over and get yourself plugged in. So Miguel here. Oh, I see sweeties.
Yeah.
Extra danger.
We do need the clock reset, James,
Yeah,
if we can.
yeah, we
please.
need to reset the clock as well, please. Miguel had the displeasure of having me moderating him yesterday. He did a version of this demo, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. In fact, it's not pretty cool, it's very cool. And so I guess we're going to see a rerun of that, but with possibly extra danger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one's all about audio fingerprinting and possibly transcription.
Only audio fingerprinting, I couldn't work on
Audio
the transcription.
fingerprinting without the transcription. Okay.
I'm
So are we
going to
ready
need
to go?
one volunteer.
You need a volunteer from the audience?
Yes.
Yeah, well, do you
Go, come on.
Matt Jordan. Round of applause for Matt Jordan.
Hey! I love to see a bit of audience participation. It really makes a difference. Right, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, start the clock.
Well, I was talking yesterday about audio fingerprinting and speech-to-text, but open source, we're working with some libraries. One example that we are going to use right now, I only just did it in 2 hours or less, well, less than 2 hours, is I set up a free PBX, the libraries and everything, and I made 2 IVRs. The first IVR, we are going to dial an extension, and you're going to say your name.
Okay.
Okay, here is the phone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
After the tone, say your name, and then press the pound key.
Matt Jordan.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, now we are going to dial another extension, and with his voice, he's going to try to get into that conference. We're going to use the audio fingerprinting technology.
Please tell your name.
Say it again. Matt Jordan.
Please tell your name.
All right, try it.
Matt Jordan.
Please tell your name.
Matt Jordan.
Please tell your name.
Matt Jordan.
Please tell your name.
An early contender for the crash and burn.
Well, that's what happens when you get Matt Jordan to be your man from the audience.
Candy? Mexican candy? Free candy?
Yeah. Yes, you've got 1 minute. In fact, you've probably got enough time. Get another volunteer and just do it again quickly. Okay. Go on. Another volunteer. Make it work. There's enough time. Go on, David. Run.
After the tone, say your name, and then press the pound key.
Tony Beeping Lewis.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, wait a minute. I need to do this. And let's
Please tell your name.
Tony Beeping Lewis.
Please tell your name. Please tell your name.
Well done for trying Miguel. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Okay, next up, David. I know how keen David, any opportunity to get on the stage, David's up there immediately. So, but meanwhile, we focus on James, cool as a cucumber as ever.
Yeah, things changed.
This is a demo that I know has got quite a lot of moving parts. So, are you confident?
What's that?
James? Are you confident, James?
Sure,
that
let's go with that.
This is going to work. Okay, Mr. Timer, would you like to start the clock? You're off, James.
Not now, people. Hang on a second. So I thought we were going to have video up here, like somebody that was going to look down on my camera, and so my demo got a lot less impressive. So I was trying to find a way to show you guys my phone.
Well, we can get some video up there quickly. This is why we did the AV.
Oh, I had asked privately, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's coming. Video's coming. Here we go.
Finstrom cam.
We might give you a couple of extra seconds at the end if you're lucky.
No,
We'll add some on,
I have
Tony.
I have strong confidence in myself, so maybe not. So what we're going to do to make sure that I'm not cheating here, maybe we can see, we'll go text message here. So what I'm going to do, a couple months ago on Twitter and elsewhere, I did this, what's the most absurd thing I can do? and the determination was to send SMS over fax. Fax being the only, if you can see, HIPAA Dog was up there earlier. Fax is the only compliant security thing, right? The only way to securely send info. So anyway, we'll go. Give me something short to type because I don't type fast. Elephant. Elephant. PHP elephant, right? It shouldn't have been Jordan though, because that could have totally been a plant. All right, so it's not really amazing to watch here, but in a moment, we'll come back over here. I'm getting a fax. I can actually see it under now, but I should get a fax here in a moment. This is the dangerous part, is faxing over VoIP, right? Because James said it's not dangerous enough, but he's never faxed over VoIP, apparently.
T38 is a proven
It took
technology.
me 3 minutes to write the code and 45 minutes to set up the server.
Got error correction mode on or off there?
See, this is, it's not working. No, I think it's still going. You see all circuits is busy? Did it mess?
Well, you should be using an ATA with a proper fax machine
It's
on
not,
the end.
it's not working with this method. Why would I want to make it harder? Oh, it's still sending. Okay, so we have this whole thing with fax. You see, it's a fast technology. That's what makes it so secure. By the time you were to hack it and get into it, nobody would care anymore. The data would no longer be valid.
It's okay, you've got another 20 seconds, so no sweat.
No, it's on. Oh, no, that's too complicated.
It would be so much more impressive if you had a fax machine with a bit of paper coming out the top.
Yeah, so at least we could hear the screaming, right? Like, well, there's screaming, you just can't hear it. It's right here.
You've got another 20 seconds if you need it, James.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to send a fax in 45 seconds, is I think what somebody said their timing was.
We'll let you run on for just a little bit longer because I just want to see what it looks like when it comes out.
And I deleted my test ones, of course, so there's no active calls.
So you're saying you actually did test this?
Oh, it is there. No, yeah, I tested it a lot as I was setting up fax over VoIP, which is, it's more absurd than fax in itself.
So just to clarify, this is using free PBX, isn't it?
No, it's faxing over Asterisk,
Oh, it's Asterisk. Oh.
a Sangoma product.
Sounds like we may have to combine the crash and burn and best use of free PBX into one.
Yeah, do I get both?
I hate it when people try and win multiple prizes. Is it going to do something, James? Because you are just about well and truly out of time.
I think we are going to have to call it.
Yeah, we're going to have to call it.
Yeah.
So so ultimately, here's what's going to happen. It receives the message, it receives the text, it converts it, it PGP encrypts it, using technology. We PGP encrypt, then we turn that into a QR code, the armored text. We take that QR code, we fax that over to our interface here. Could have been printed out, right? Then I scan it with my phone. I decrypt it on my side, and I see something simple like elephant.
The concept itself deserves a round of
very,
applause,
very secure.
as does James.
Yeah.
I would like to point out my success in the fact that it was a secure transmission, as none of you saw it.
Well, that bit was a success, but James, what an effort. So thank you for that. So next up, after James on
Can we
this
have the
side,
clock reset, please?
is Anish. So if you would like to get yourself set up and ready, and then hold on to something immovable, whilst David does his. I'm guessing, David, we're going to have a little bit of audience participation in this one?
A little bit, if we could get the number up.
Okay, well, so there's a telephone number going up. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your phones up, be ready. David, you have 3 minutes starting from now.
All right, so basically, for those that are here from the US, we get the calls from the IRS scammers, or from Canada. I think it's called the CCA. So this will go ahead and hook you up with a random scammer. I have a list of about 10 IRS people. I'm recording the calls, so the winner would be to whoever we could get to curse them, to get the IRS scammers to curse them out the most. So I'm recording all the calls. It's going to randomly pair you with a random IRS scammer. So there is one number. If you call it, if you have the option to press star, just ignore it and wait till it pairs you with somebody. At the same time, I wrote another script that's going to randomly call them and play random messages. And it says, I want to win dangerous demos. Please curse me out, because if you curse me out, perhaps I'll win. So this PHP script over here is calling them. It's randomizing the caller ID. It's randomly picking a different scammer to call every single time. You see, we call, we call, we call. It's calling random scammers. I see everybody's participating as well. I'm maxing out my channels. So this is awesome. I'm pissing somebody off. I did this earlier and got a couple of FUs. So really quickly, let's see if we pissed them off enough, we could hear them yelling. I'm going to grab random phone calls. Okay, that's a fail. Those are 1 kilobyte ones. Let's see if we get the bigger ones. Awesome, right here, in. Nah, no cursing. All right. Yeah, because they're just hearing my sound file. Next, let's see if we can get somebody to curse me out. Because if I really didn't piss them off, did I win? They're just laughing because they hear the message in the background. Did anybody actually get through and speak to them? All right, let's see if we can find one of those calls. All right, let's see if we can get one of those participants. Yeah, those are the ones where we get both sides.
I think this is really great. Crowdsourced pissing off of scammers. It's great.
Let's do it by size, so hopefully we'll get one. Come on. All right, let's see if we got through. And if whoever's torrenting would stop torrenting, that would help. So I could actually download. Come on. And I lost my internet. Nope, there we go. Participants, there we go. That's 1.5 megs. That should be something. Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's so big.
Like I said, whoever's torrenting, if you could please stop, I'd appreciate it.
We do really want to hear one of these audio files.
Yeah, I want to hear it too, because it brings great joy. 3 minutes, I'm going to be way over.
It's great to think that call
Cancel,
centers all
yes.
over India are lighting up right now.
So I'm using Windows, so I deserve this. Let's try one more time. All right, let's see if we can get something out. Let's try 0.5 meg. There we go. I know why we can't hear it. All right, I guess I enter the category of crash and burn.
We're going to have to call time, I think.
Yeah, you're out of time, David, but
right.
it's a brave event, a brave event.
It is a brave event.
Whoever got through, did they get angry at you? Damn. All right, I tried.
Okay. Well done.
David Bender.
Okay, next on that platform, it's Tori, if you want to come up and get plugged in, and Anish. Now,
It's Anis, yes.
Anish,
Thank you.
yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, do you want a little intro? Well, you can just dive into it if you like. But no, I was impressed by Anis when he came up and described what he was going to do. I understood it for at least 5 seconds. It's quite clever. Let's see whether you can understand it as well. So, Anis, the time is all yours.
Thank you, James. After that wonderful introduction, this is going to fail. All right, so apologize for the geeky title. I had to come up with this in about 15 minutes while doing 15 other things in parallel. So what we're going to try to do here, and this is really the most incorrect way of doing this demo, but I've got my colleague Amos on the phone here, and he is over in Toronto, Canada. And we're going to be able to look at his screen shortly, but more importantly, I'm going to place a call to his phone. He's then going to conference in, the Echo service in Asterisk sitting in a cloud instance. And so we'll hear him say a few words. He'll use the word telephone, and he'll hear the word echo back as it normally would, and it will interfere with his voice. Now, he's going to simultaneously be loading down his network, and in this device that you see next to the phone, on the left of the phone, it does some traffic shaping. It's a Linux box with some ports on it and does some traffic shaping. And we're going to turn the traffic shaping on and off, and we'll see if it all goes well, we'll see the impact, or we'll hear the impact of traffic shaping or not traffic shaping in a saturated network on voice. And so if you would, you might need to pay attention to the word that he says, which is telephone. He'll repeat it a few times, and you'll hear the word interfere with itself. If the interference is really, really quick, that means the transit time to the server and back is under 10 to 15 milliseconds. You'll hear it kind of collide with itself in a way that you can more or less understand. And if that extends to about close to 100 milliseconds, it'll be hard to understand.
And you've got about a minute.
1 minute.
All right, here we go. Oop. Amos, can you hear me? All right, he's dialing.
You will now hear your own voice in an echo test.
Telephone, 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 telephone.
Thanks, Amos.
Thanks, Amos.
All right, so now he's going to switch off sorry, I meant to show you the screen earlier. So he's going to now switch off the traffic shaping. Sorry, I can't blow that up anymore, but it's all green screen stuff anyway. And then he'll repeat the test, and if it works, you'll hear a little bit more interference. How are we doing for time?
Yeah.
5 seconds, 3 seconds.
I think we'll let you run on for a little
Go,
bit.
Amos.
The whole point of this is you need to hear what it says.
All right, he's dialing.
You will now hear your own voice in an echo test.
Telephone, 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 telephone.
Thank you, Amos.
Thank you, Amos.
Okay, I'm done.
Right. Hey. Well, I said it was pretty clever stuff, but thank you for that, Anis. That was great. Next up, Sylvain. Where are you, Sylvain? Get yourself plugged in. But meanwhile, Tori, you have given me the title North Korean Database Administration. I have no idea what that means or what you're going to do. So you have 3 minutes, starting from now.
All right, so the idea is people like to go to low-cost countries to outsource their stuff. I figure there's no place cheaper than North Korea. But the thing is they don't have internet, but they do have fax. So I'm going to do my database administration over a fax interface. So first step is I'm going to have to build my fax SQL and put it into a fax message. So I'm going to have this SQL string update log set message equals, let's say, jbode d is mean, because he made me do this dangerous demo, and let's go like that. And now I have .sql is now encoded into a QR code. So now I am going to upload that QR code via fax to my database. Oh wait, sorry, I want to do other. Choose file.
No connection with James's demo whatsoever. Everything is totally...
If it comes out and says elephant, I'm going to be really impressed.
And just to be sure that it gets through, I'll send it a couple times.
I think if it comes out at all, it'll be pretty impressive, won't it?
So yes, so it's being faxed to a VoxFax number, and then I have a VoxFax client, which will then decode the QR code and then send it to run whatever's in that QR code directly as an SQL statement onto this database, which is accessed via an SSL tunnel. So it's essentially SQL over QR over fax over SSH tunnel. What can possibly go wrong, I think? So here is the Asterisk sending the fax here, so you can see the fax progress. Hopefully at some point it's going to say success, at which point then over to this window here, you will have the HTTP client, which is the VoxFax client, which will receive it. And up over here, if all things go well, you should see this row in the database updated to being JBodie is mean.
Thank you for that. Clearly it's not going to work because of the content.
Something happened.
Failed. Okay, let's try one more time.
Meanwhile, James Finstrom is behind the scenes poking things in the router to make sure it doesn't work.
How much time do I have left?
14 seconds.
14?
Yeah.
But since it's you, Tori, we'll make it 16.
Yeah, keep going.
Come on.
Just be great to see a fax demo that actually works. I want to see a fax demo where paper comes out of the top or the bottom. I mean, it's
See, next year we're going to have to have a best use of fax.
Yeah, absolutely. A prize, a roll of fax paper or something, or toilet paper even.
Come on.
Is anything happening there, Tori?
Yes,
I know you're
still
willing
ongoing.
it.
Tori's whispering to his laptop. Give it encouragement.
Where's James? Is James still in the house? No, he's probably out. He's out somewhere.
Have we got Tony from Free Switch? Because he's going to be next up.
Success!
Where?
So now we just need to get down the fax should arrive over here, and anytime in the next 60 seconds.
Oh, come on! Well, come on, just...
Okay, there we go. So now, come on. James Bodie is me.
Tori, well done. You're totally vindicated.
All right.
Woo-wee. So I wouldn't like to be you, because you've got to face James Finstrom later, haven't you? Anyway, next up on that side, Tony. If you're ready, would you like to come up and take over from Tori and get yourself plugged up? Right, this next one, Sylvain. I saw a little bit of this in rehearsals. It was noisy, and it was fun. So do you think you can fit it in 3 minutes? Can you save the Earth in 3 minutes?
Yes, for sure. It's not with fax. For sure.
Okay, no fax. But what this one is entitled is Protecting the Earth Against Aliens Without Fax. So, Sylvain, you have 3 minutes. No fax. 3 minutes starting from now.
It's okay?
Yes, go.
Yeah, okay?
Yeah, go.
Okay, so first is not a fake news, okay? So, yeah, Monday I received a call from Donald Trump, and he said to me, it's important. Elon Musk have found alien with his Tesla in space. So we need to find a solution because it's really easy to have a wall between Mexico and the US and a wall between US and Canada. But imagine a wall between US and space. So it's impossible. So we need to have another solution. So we think about, and we found a solution. It's a new call center, new generation for alien, and I need your help because we need to have a simulation about this alien coming in a space. So, you have a number. Okay, so please the number.
More
Okay,
audience participation.
and I'm ready to destroy.
Go on, get dialing.
I need a call.
So when you've dialed,
Yes, there's a call. Yeah, I need more. It's so easy. Hold on. Oh my God! Oh, it's not finished because the guys who killed me, I receive a call on my cellular, I hope, and I need to talk with him. Oh, I have a call. Hello, alien? Who are you? Hello?
Who is it?
Who is it?
It's David.
It's David Bender. Is he cussing at you?
Okay. I have a question for you. You have the right to go in the US, but I have a question. Did you approve the next AstriCon will be in Canada?
Why?
Because Sangoma is Canadian, no? Yes or no?
Well, we get to travel, so maybe.
Ah, yeah, so you have the right.
You've still got 33 seconds, so can you reset it so we can kill some more aliens?
Oh, we
please?
can continue to...
Yeah, let's have some more aliens.
Yeah,
We want somebody else to win, just to prove that it's not a setup with David.
I don't know why I haven't the sound, but...
Yeah, what's happened to the sound? Because the sound was...
Yeah, normally there is a sound.
Yeah, lots of sound. I can hear little bits of sound coming out all over the room, but...
Ah,
oh.
Hold on.
Oh, the aliens got you this time.
Well, there is too much alien. That's why it's so long to charge all call.
Is it going to work, or is it broken?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that.
I'm better now.
Sylvain, defender of the world.
Oh, so much speedy.
There's only one, two. It keeps coming.
It's crazy. So how does it work? It's there is a WASO with a REST API and WebSocket, and we abstract RI and Asterisk. So I just used a game found on internet, and I hack it to use our API. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
Well done, Sylvain.
Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
So that was, just to recap, that was a WASO with a WebSocket. So, yeah. Best French technology. I'm hugely impressed by that.
James does other languages as well, don't you, James?
Yeah, a call center. Right, that brings us to, I think...
Matt,
you
Matt's
ready?
the last on the list.
You ready to go? Okay.
Yeah, but Tony's next.
Yeah, I kind of missed Matt on the list. Well, Matt is actually is not on the list for some...
We added him, James. We added him.
He is now. So, a man who needs no introduction, Mr. Tony Minasale, father of Free Switch.
I thought you needed no introduction.
Well, I've introduced him anyway. Multiple winner. There are very few people who've ever won 2 dangerous demo prizes at the same time, and Anthony is one of that very select group. I've got no idea what you're going to do for us today, Anthony. So, I don't know what are you going to do for us today. I'm giving you extra time, so come on, that's padding it. Use the microphone.
Okay.
Tell us what you're going to do.
Okay, well, let me use yours. I have a newer Mac and there's no audio interface, so I gotta stick the mic in front of the computer. So I gotta borrow yours to talk through. So, hi everyone. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
Shall we start the clock?
Try and defuse a bomb.
Sounds good.
That sounds very good. Do you need this microphone? You probably do. Okay. Well, in which case, Tony, You have 3 minutes to defuse a bomb.
So basically what I want to do is kind of demonstrate some of the technology that we're trying to work on to solve practical use cases, but I'm always pressured into trying to add some danger to it, so I had to involve a bomb, unfortunately, for you guys. But basically what I'm going to choose see if I can defuse a bomb using voice commands, which is like, okay, but the real danger, I need you guys to help me. When I'm ready, I want you to make noise in the background, so it's very hard to talk. And I'm going to use this ordinary cell phone in this congested room as the interface to it. So I'm going to arm the bomb now. Okay, so if everyone can just make noise and talk to each other, like we're looking at things.
Practical backdoor voice.
Bang, bang, bang.
Enter voice command.
Cut the red wire. Please cut the red wire.
Where did you plant the bomb? Is it under anybody's seat?
Please cut the red wire.
It sounds like you said, please cut the red wire.
Sorry, guys. Looks like it. Let's go look over on the console. Please cut the red wire.
It sounds like...
Oh no, we cut the red wire, but it didn't do anything.
Bomb detonates with force.
Competition for the crash and burn is really hotting up.
Please cut the red wire. Please cut the red wire. Game over. I lose. Apparently.
Hey! How did that work? I think James Finstrom cut it by fax.
Oh, it understood me. It didn't listen to me.
Well, I thought that was pretty good anyway. A big round of applause for Tony. But bear in mind that that was thrown together in, well, this morning, wasn't it? Yeah.
Top class.
You would never know, would you? You would never know. And it did appear to be disarmed. Right. The extra surprise, the amazingly debonair and slightly skinny Matt Jourdan.
I do eat.
And how much weight have you lost? You're worrying me, actually.
I just keep running.
Yes. Run for the hills. Is the
That's
only way.
pretty much it. Yeah. What
So
am I
I've got
running
no
from?
idea what you're going to talk. What are you going to talk about?
I'm going to kill an Asterisk server. That's pretty much the whole entire demo. So there's a little bit else going on, but we're just going to we're going to get a couple people into a conf bridge. I'm going to wait till we've got everybody in the conference, and then I'm going to kill the Asterisk server. So
we haven't said start yet.
Well, it's. I mean, has the timer started?
Before you start, does it have howling monkeys?
No,
in
it does not. There are no monkeys this time.
I'm disappointed. But
I'm
anyway,
sorry, James.
No
Matt,
monkeys will be
you
harmed
have-
in the making.
You have 3 minutes, starting from now.
Okay, so I gave out a number for a couple people in the audience to call. If you're calling in that, can you just confirm that you're all hearing everything? I'm actually dialed in as well, so you're probably getting some fun echo from me up there. So can everybody can hear each other? Okay, cool. So I've got a little module that I put for Asterisk that also just dumps out some stats to Prometheus. So I've got Grafana up here, so I can see that I've got 2 Asterisk servers. Both are up. One has only been up for 50 minutes. One's been up for 1.149 days, and I got a bunch of channels hanging out in there. So we're going to go over here, and boom. Whoop, nope, no such process. Oh, yeah, whoops. I put in the wrong thing. Wait, what am I doing here? There we go. Hey, all right, so let's see. Did it kill it? Oh, yeah, it did. Good. Okay, so if I go over, that Asterisk instance is completely gone. Everybody can still hear each other, though, right? Okay, so that's because you're on the second Asterisk instance.
It flipped over.
So for live, all right, so no IP addresses moved. Those 2 servers have all been up. I moved the entire state of all the calls over, created the bridge, moved all the channels, re-invited the media back, and rebuilt the entire conference on the second server as soon as the first one died.
Woohoo!
No, I can't do that yet.
Absolutely brilliant. And no howling monkeys were harmed in any of that? Not a single howling monkey. And you've still got about a minute. So, how did you do that?
Oh, okay, so very complicated. I've got CoroSync maintaining a heartbeat between 2 systems on DigitalOcean. Then we use, I wrote a module that actually uses PJSIP to publish the state of the bridges and channels between both Asterisk instances. On the second Asterisk instance, it actually maintains the state of what it's seeing on the first Asterisk instance and vice versa. When the CoroSync heartbeat flips, that actually then sends out a broadcast message inside of Asterisk, which is picked up by my module. My module then recreates all the bridges and channels from the snapshot states that it got, goes into PJSIP, then it actually sends a re-invite out, faking out as if it was the first Asterisk instance that hits our SIP trunk over in Atlanta, redirects the media to that instance, and Bob's your uncle. So.
Way!
Yeah, Matt, that was pretty worthy. Thanks. Really good demo. Really good.
I feel like I
You're
should
just
have had
waiting for the sting. The sting.
What? Yeah, that was all in a half hour.
Can we fade that music down a little bit, please? James is available to do that.
This time I'll try danger by fax or something.
Now,
right, now it comes to...
I was just wanting to make sure that Andy Smith gets Matt onto the audience vote roster, because as you know...
Yeah, I tried to put him in, but my pencil had gone flat. So this is where we attempt the normal dangerous bit of the dangerous demos, which is to link to Mr. Andy Smith, who's in UK.
This is where we attempt the normal dangerous bit of the dangerous demos, which is to link to Mr. Andy...
Andy, can you hear me?
Who's in UK. This is where we attempt the normal dangerous bit of the dangerous demos, which is to link to Mr. Andy... Andy, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, indeed. Hello.
Right, tell us about the voting system and I'll just shut up.
Hello. Hello, hello. James, you're going to have to unmute something on there because I cannot hear you.
Another contender for the crash and burn.
There we go.
There we go, yeah. Right, I can hear you, and I can hear myself. That's scary. Right, Andy, you have 3 minutes to tell us all about the voting system.
I don't need 3 minutes to tell you about the voting system. Most of you used it before. So this is going to be a text SMS vote. I'm hoping that the numbers and indeed the contestants are on both screens to my left and right.
What have we got on there? Oh, we've already got some votes. How can we already have some votes?
That's a good question. That's probably because I meant
Vote by fax. 2 votes for the bandwidth team who didn't even compete.
Well, that's because it hasn't been refreshed. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, what happens next, Andy?
Right, so you need to decide who it is you wish to vote for, and then you have to call, or rather SMS, just the number to the number that is up on the screen in front of you, which I don't have in front of me anymore.
It's on the screen now, so that's 407 543 6860.
And the votes that were there are now gone.
Well, they're still on the screen, but... okay, what are the numbers?
Sorry? The
list of numbers.
You don't have the list of numbers. Okay. Well, if somebody could put up vote.tp.mu/contestants.php, you will have.
So, yeah, can we put that up?
Votes.tp.mu/contestants.php.
Can you just read out the numbers? Read them out, Andy.
What? You want the phone number, or you want the number? Right, Scott Morawski is number 1. Sean McCord, number 2. Joran Vincent's number 3. Miguel Torres, number 4. James Finstrom, number 5. Beda, number 6. Anish Munshi, number 7. Tori Searle, number 8. Sylvain Boyle, number 9. Anthony Minisala, number 10. And a certain Matt Jordan, number 11.
So pick the person you want to win. Don't believe that we've only got 5 votes.
Well, I can see a lot more than 5 from here.
Yeah, what we didn't say is that some of these votes are being disallowed. The only votes that count are ones that come from real phones in ear. So those people who are sending hundreds of SMSs from a bulk SMS sending place will be disallowed. And also, you're only allowed to vote once. So if you change your vote, then it changes the scores on the doors. So at this moment, it looks like Matt Jourdain and Sylvain are neck and neck. Oh, no, Sylvain is edging ahead by 1 vote. What are the numbers for Sylvain and Matt? Sylvain's 9, isn't he? Sylvain is 9. Matt Jordan is 11. Ooh, come on. A few more votes. If we can get 3 or 4 votes clear, we will have a winner. How much are you paying them, Matt? It looks like... I think, what do you reckon, judges? Do we have a winner yet? Yeah. Well, I'll call the winner of this one. I think we have a winner. It's Matt Jordan is the winner of the audience vote. Well done.
I'm just wondering which prize we allocated to the audience vote now.
It says in the spreadsheet. Which one is it? It says it's on the second tab.
Was it the Adreno kit?
I think it was.
Okay.
I can't think of a better person to
Yes,
get it.
I think it is the Adreno kit.
So that is awarded by the CEO of Cloudonics, Nils Jumanovic.
Well done,
Hey!
Round of applause.
Gosh, we got there in the end, didn't we? Right.
Okay, so let's do the rest in reverse order, if you like. So we'll start with the crash and burn. So
Okay,
judges, what we would like.
Yeah, who's going to be the
Gosh,
spokesman?
we got there in the end, didn't we? Okay, so let's do the rest in reverse order, if you like. So we'll start with the crash and burn. So judges, what we would like. Yeah, who's going to be the spokesman?
Crash and burn.
Let's do the rest in reverse order, if you like. So we'll start with the crash and burn. So judges, what we would like.
Mute yourself, Andy.
Hey. Crash and burn for failing in the most spectacular way despite heavy corporate cheerleading. James Finstrom.
Hey, James Finstrom. And James gets the beautiful AirPods, Apple AirPods. Well done, that man. Many congratulations. Top class. Okay, now we would be the most, no, we wouldn't be the most entertaining. We'd be the Swan Prize next, please, judges. Swan Prize.
For the sheer number of moving parts, not immediately apparent on the screen, and the elegance of presentation, Sean McCord.
Sean McCord. Where is that Sean McCord? There he is. Wonderful. Well done, Sean McCord. Sean McCord gets an iPad for his efforts. How about that? Well done, that man. Many congratulations. Top class. Sean McCord. Okay. Thank you. Now, we will do the most entertaining last. We've got best use of free PBX, and we've also got forgotten. Yeah, best use of free PBX and best use of Asterisk. Okay, let's do best use of free PBX first. Oh, well, we'll have to go back to James for that one a little bit later.
All right, for the best, even though it was a bit of a crash and burn, we have Miguel.
Miguel, way! And we've got a special guest to present that prize, and it is none other than Tony Lewis.
Hey, Miguel. So I went with the most unconventional gift. So James and I, or Jim, Jesus, David and I were talking. He's like, you got to get something for free PBX. And then yesterday pops up Microsoft, the big announcement that they decided to open source 60,000 of their patents. So I decided to go support Microsoft as a thank you. And here's a Microsoft Surface.
Thank you very much, Tony. And so Nia, for the best use of Asterisk, please.
Just 1 second.
Okay, the judges are just confirming. Talk amongst yourselves. Tell your neighbour your favourite session from AstriCon so far. Compare notes. Okay.
Okay, so for a, where is he? So for a very noble attempt at actually annoying people to death, who we all hate, the IRS specifically, and the people who try to do whatever they want, David.
David Bender, there he comes.
So I hope you have a lot of time on your hands. So we have here an Arduino Mega Pack. So a lot of stuff with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Bender.
And next year, a demo with that and that. Yeah.
Okay, and so we're to the last prize, which is for the most entertaining. It's a Google Pixel phone in this very box here. Who's it going to be?
Another very noble demonstration, but there's nothing more noble than saving Earth. Sylvain.
Sylvain Boilly. Where's Sylvain? There he is. Many congratulations, Sylvain. Top job. Excellent. He gets the Google phone. Well done, that man. Sylvain Boilly. And we should, just before we hand back to James, we should say a very, very big thank you to cloudonics.io for sponsoring the dangerous demos. Well done.
Yes. And that's about it for Dangerous Demos this year, but the next Dangerous Demos will be at Camailio World in Berlin next year.
Be sure to come along to try your hand.
If we're still alive. I'm looking at Daniel across there, yeah.
Yes.
We will be at
Looks
Camellia
like-
World in 2019.